Hello, hello. Hello, Luca. Welcome, welcome. Hey, we're doing audio checks, checking Discord, checking this scene. Good. Hey, I want to say everything's looking good. We start the recording. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Awesome, awesome. Looks like Discord is getting picked up. Now let me set stuff. Dude, so get the spreadsheet and check if the opponent's watching.
I don't know what his Discord name is, but you can open up the game, see the name, and ask if that person is here. He said he intended to come.
So, I'm on
If he's
Twitch
not,
and YouTube.
um,
Which game was it? The NAOL against
yeah, the NAOL game. Yes,
Petrikos?
yes, right.
Uh,
So
is
if
Petrikos here? That's that.
if he's not here, we can save it for later because he might show up late. We could do something else first.
Okay. Well, what else did you
Okay.
want to look at?
What I wanted to look at was
Look at all these
the
wins.
yeah, I know. Look at that this week. The week that I just finished. Pretty good. What I'd like to do is look at the two handicap games against Sir Lil Cody Jr. The most recent one was last night, and then there's one a little farther up on there as
Well,
well.
this one you'll remember the best right now, so we can start with this.
Right. Now, you're going to find near the very end that we both miss a very significant move. He tanukied from it, and I followed him, and then he saw it and he came back. I saw it too, but too late. But I still won the game. Now, the thing is, I have been doing pretty well against him taking handicap. And I guess I'd kind of like to know what I've been doing that's right and what I could do that's better and what he could have done to punish me.
Did you do the homework 6-point eye problems and squeeze problems?
I did do some 6-point eye ones. I didn't get to the squeeze ones. What I've been concentrating on more is the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And just before the lesson, I did some testing for you on, the problems that you wanted us to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I did level 1, all types, and I got through 64 of the 251 available.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't break anything because I try not to touch the go board, but you guys wanted me to flip the position. So I had to touch the go board, but if the go board breaks, then the entire site shuts down. So
Yeah.
it's one of those like big red buttons that you don't want to touch unless you absolutely have to.
Right. I only found one issue with one problem so far, and it was probably existing anyway. You probably didn't do it when you did what you did, but I reported it. It turned out that I answered it correctly, but it didn't give me the correct. And then
So the
I
SGF
looked.
was wrong?
No, the SGF was correct in the editing thing. The what do you call it?
Explore.
Explore. The solution was correct in Explore, but it was not giving a correct. And when I moved back one move to ask for a hint, the hint gave me an X on the correct spot, and it didn't give me a correct answer.
Okay.
So somehow that's missing, but I reported it through the reporting link.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find it.
I'll have to look at that later, make sure it's just a one-off. Yeah, so where are you at in the campaign?
Oh, I have completed the Goblin and the Secret Grove and I've actually gotten to the point where I have all gold stars in those two because I finished the games. The thing that holds me back from finishing is playing the bots that I have to. It's not that I have trouble playing the bots. It's just that I have to get around to playing the bots. So what I'll do is when I get to the point where I have to play a bot, I have to play one game in order to advance to the next set of problems. So I'll play one game,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
kind
I'm
of
not
that's kind of the goal. Is like I'm not going to force you to play three back to back, but it's
right.
good for you if you play more games, basically.
Right. So I play the one game, I move on to the next set of problems. I finish all the problems, and then I have to go back and complete the remaining six games with
Okay, so does that
bots,
mean you're at the graveyard?
I am at the graveyard, and I might have finished all the problems in the graveyard. I'm not sure. If I were to look on my own thing here, let's see. I can get to the campaign.
I don't know if you know, but the Rocky Peaks, I did go in and fix. So there's a
Okay.
lot less problems now. So it should be doable now instead of the
Now,
insane number that was in there before. The
is that the
puzzles,
fifth? Is that the fifth level or
yes.
um okay, yes, there was 42 connect problems in
Mhm.
there. And some of them were pretty hard, but okay, so basically I am all oh, this is funny.
So you're
I'm
about
trying
to
to
start Icicle Cave.
oh, so are you looking at mine?
No, no, no,
Or
no. But according to what you've told me,
yeah, actually I've done a little bit in all of the levels up through 5, I guess.
um, so you've done Rocky Peaks as well.
You know what? I'm having trouble getting to this. Just a second. Okay. All right. I'm going to the campaign. And okay, what I don't understand is I'm supposed to have gold stars if I finished it, right?
If you solved every puzzle
Right.
in the
So,
section.
so something isn't right about this because I went to the campaign and my goblin camp is blue. My cave wonders is blue. My lava mountains is gold. And that almost seems reverse of what it ought to be
Okay,
because
okay, okay. Are you on the version test or are you on the live site?
I thought I was on the live site.
Because there's no
Uh,
lava mountain on the live site. That's on the version
okay,
test.
fine. All right. Then let's see.
That is a testing database. It's not the
Okay,
live
then
database.
I'm gonna unpin this tab and close it, and then I'm gonna go to Sumigo
The
Dragonfresh.
Amaranth just subscribed for 33 months.
Okay, campaign. All right, here's my status. Goblin Camp, gold, all gold. Secret Grove, all gold. Graveyard. I guess I haven't gotten through all of the sets of problems. Let me see how
Augustio
far I am in
just
the
followed.
graveyard.
So I think when you can, try to get to Rocky Peaks.
Okay, look,
Just followed.
in graveyard,
Mhm.
I finished capture race, finished connect and die, finished snapback, played one game with Randy, did finished connect 2, finished cut 2, finished endgame. Oops, and I lost it. Um, oops, gotta go back.
Oh, did you click on it?
No, what happened was I meant to scroll and I scrolled completely off the page.
Mm.
which has happened to me a number of times. Okay, so in the graveyard. Okay, so I finished Connect 2, Cut 2, Endgame 2, False Eye 1, played one game with Cindy, finished 4 space I2, 5 space I2, finished the net 1, finished the net 2, and have not played with Joe.
Okay, so
So
once you play
basically,
Joe, you'll
all
be
I
done
have
with it.
to do is, yeah, all I have to do is play Joe once, and then I guess I could move on to at least doing the problems in the other, but I may as well finish the games. That won't take me too
That is
long.
up to you. I think this is a good, like the graveyard is probably too easy for you. The Icicle
Yeah.
Cave will basically be a refresher, but the Rocky Peaks, I think, is where you'll start hopefully struggling just a tiny bit. Like not undoable, but like a little bit of struggle. That's kind
Oh,
of what we want.
I've done quite a bit of the Icicle Cave already. I've finished the Net 3, I've finished Ladder 3. I got 2 gold stars in Corner Life and Death. I got 2 gold stars in Loop 1. And that's as far as I've gotten with the Icicle. And then Rocky Peaks, I have gotten 1 gold star in Connect 3, 1 gold star in SDK Cut, 1 gold star in SDK Capture Race. And that's as far as I've gotten
So I did
in
lower the
that.
amount required for these. So I believe these are 20, yeah. So there's no longer 40 or 60 or anything like that. I lowered these all to 20.
Okay, that's really good. And I
Yeah,
haven't
so it
done
should be beatable
anything
now.
in Void Planet. You know what you could do? Since you have like cut 1 and cut 2 sometimes, or something like that, where you
Hmm.
do 2 of the same, you could add additional sets
That's
of 20.
that's what the numbers are for. So I could
Yeah,
go beyond 20 and be like, here's Life and Death 1 or Life and Death 2, Life and Death 3, without putting all the Life and Death in the same single card.
yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
that was part of my strategy.
Right. I'm pretty
Um,
far along,
Maybe you
actually,
might
with
have
this.
an idea. So I'm actually wanting to add to this because I have found that after doing a lot of these, users get really mentally tired. So like you'll go through do four, play a boss, you'll go through do four, play a boss, and like your brain will just be tired and you'll just stop doing it. And I'm wanting some sort of relax slash recharge activity inside of here to get a change of pace. Uh, to change the pace and then reset and then go back into the puzzles. My first idea is to have like one little quick puzzle rush before maybe like on the second or third card, but like a puzzle rush, but it's only puzzle rush for like the things you've already learned in this section. So maybe
Yeah.
for the first row, it's a puzzle rush of Connect,
Mm-hmm.
and only at that level. That's an idea that I have, but do you have anything that you think can like like get a change of pace, reset your brain, so that way you can go further without being too mentally exhausted?
Nothing off the top of my head. But you know what might be an idea is to have, instead of having them play a bot, um, just insert a game for them to review, to click through, so they can
That is a
see
feature
what
that
it.
doesn't exist, so that would be a new feature I would have to build. Can you clarify on what you mean? Like,
All
what do
I
you want from
mean,
a game review?
for them to see what a game is supposed to look like, especially at the goblin level.
Hmm. So maybe insert like one of the books, like a small, tiny book in there with
Mm,
explanations.
no, I was just thinking a game that they click through.
Yeah, yeah.
Click through this game. Like
Do you know what I mean
you
by
can't
book?
move you can't move forward until you click through this game. You
Have
know,
you looked at the book items on the site?
a little bit.
Okay, so
Yeah,
in the corner pattern books, I call them books because I just don't know what to call them. But basically, it has explanations, and then on each page, um, yeah, okay, this is broke. Cool. Well, I was going to say each page has a Go board that you play through. It has a player, but for some reason it's not working. Okay, well, anyway, that's what I was referring to. Is
Okay.
I put like a card with an explanation and an SGF for you to navigate through, like left and right.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, so okay, so put a book, maybe a quick puzzle rush, and that gives a nice change of pace instead of just only
Right.
solving puzzles and only playing the dudes. I
That's
like
right.
that. I think that's good. I think that's good. And that'll also give me something that someone people have been suggesting in the Goblin Camp. I can put a very short How to Play Go book that maybe is only like 2 or 3 pages long, like really really short, and that will teach them the rules of the game before jumping into puzzles. Because currently, there's
True.
nothing in the Goblin Camp that'll teach you the rules of the game.
Right.
And that has been a suggestion by multiple users as well. Um, circling back around to you, I think Rocky Peaks I think will be good for you. Let me know if it is or not. And then the Void Planet is supposed to be 4Q to 1Q. So this should be difficult, and you should have to study to solve these. That is the goal for this one. It's
Right.
supposed to be difficult enough that you'll study and then learn something new.
Right.
Currently, there's only 5 cards, but I'll add more as we go.
Chances are I'll learn something in Rocky Peaks as well. And, you know, I have started to save individual problems. Like, I
Mm.
think what I'll probably do is create a problem set for every category that you have as I come across something in that category that I think is worth, drilling independently of some other group of problems.
So
Uh,
what do you mean? What makes it
well, what I mean is like, let's say, uh, okay, let's say there's this SDK capture race. That's in the middle of the board of the image that we have here, SDA capture race. Let's say there's 20 problems and I've gone through it, say 2 or 3 times, and I keep missing about 4 or 5 of the problems. I would create a set called SDK capture race, and I just put those 4 or 5 in there, and then I drill those 4 or 5 until I felt comfortable
so it's
with
like
it, and
homework
then
for yourself, but only the
it's
problems that you
homework.
struggle with.
Right. In other words, I don't want to waste my time going through a set of 20 problems 10 times, in order to
Mhm.
be able to get the few that I am having trouble with.
So
I'd
how
rather
come you don't click
go.
the study button then? Because you can do that pretty easily as
What do you
well.
mean? What do you mean study button?
Right under each card, there's a button you can click called Study, which opens it up, and then you just hit left and right on the problems, and you'll just go to the ones that you need to do.
Oh, yeah, I do that. I
Okay.
go through that, and then what I do is I use the bookmark. When I
Mhm.
come to one that's difficult, I use the bookmark and I add it to my set.
Okay.
Because I don't even want to see the easy problems. Because if
Okay.
if I'm if I'm going through this to get to the hard problems, I still have to see the easy problems. That's a waste of time.
Okay. Whatever works for you, because that's the idea. Is there's a lot of customization that you can do, so you can have the experience that you want. But
Right.
as long as it's helping you master the shapes, that's kind of all I care about.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so your puzzles are doing good. Your game history looks maybe a little low on the count.
Oh, yeah, it is a little low on the count these last couple of weeks. Things are a little slow right now, and I haven't set up as many games in advance as I ordinarily do.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try and pick up the pace on the number of games.
Okay. Yeah, I know you mostly focus on the league games, which you're doing quite well, right? Because I
Right.
think, are you undefeated at the moment?
No, I lost once at least to DV Bill, who is Tricycle on OGS. And I am playing him again this week, and I expect to lose again. Uh, I'm also playing Amaranth, and I could lose that game as well. So I
Okay.
am not, I I'm doing pretty well right now, but I figure it'll probably even out.
Okay. So it looks like you're 3-1 though, so that's good. About 1,300. I'm interested to see how
Well,
far this will go once we have something of yours to actually measure.
that is something very interesting. I'm interested to see that too, because I'm not sure exactly what the rank was that I started at, but I
It
obviously
was your
must have
OGS
gained.
rank.
Yes, which is 10Q by by the skin of my teeth. I'm actually closer to
Yeah,
9.
so this should be 9Q by now, I believe.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
let's see, OG online goes /profiles. Oh, I don't. It's not Buzzsaw. It's your freaking ID number, and I don't know it. Okay, Buzzsaw. Okay, so yeah, 1293 is 10Q. So that's 1288. Yeah, and you are 1343. So yeah, you should easily be 9Q, maybe 8Q. 1361
Yeah. Now all of my games
is
on
8Q.
all of
1361 is
my
8Q. Yeah,
all of
you're about to
my
be
all
8Q.
my all of my rated games on OGS in the last 2 years, with very, very few exceptions, have been Western Server Challenge games. And so, which is why I don't think you can really go by my OGS very well.
Yeah, I don't. Because I know you're stronger than 10Q. But this does give me a number that I can watch you grow.
Right.
So I'll actually write that
Now,
down in our notes
and of
now
course,
that you are
that
1343.
that number will be more meaningful the more people you get in the league, so that the people I play are not necessarily like 3 stones different. Like
Mhm.
Tricycle is 7Q and I am 10Q. And so I might be borderline 8Q, but I mean, the difference between 7 and 10 is
I think
four
we also got
stones.
a good number of people, and
No, 3.
as more people join, we also got a lot of Dawn players, which is nice. As more
Yeah,
people join, I think these numbers will actually become a lot more reliable as well.
right.
And since it's a free league, I think we'll get plenty of more people as we go. To the point that
Yeah,
I
there's
think I'm gonna
no,
have to hire teachers at some point.
well,
Um,
you don't necessarily have to review every game.
no, I don't
Like,
plan to review every game, but I need to make sure everyone gets reviews every now and then. And
right, of
if we
course.
get beyond like say 60, if let's say we double it and get beyond 60, I can't even at 5 games a day. People are not going to get 5 games a week. Sorry, even at 5 game reviews a week, people are not going to get reviews all the time. So at that point,
Right.
I think I would have to get help. Um,
True.
but I think so far this is a really good launch. I think, and it's going quite well. I like the numbers that we can see. I like the placement. I like that there's not prize money on the line, so hopefully people won't cheat. there's, there's no reason to, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
the thing is, I think it's really great that there's no prize money or even a reward other than the fact that you might get a review, because it makes it so that you don't have to stress over it. So,
mhm.
like, if you get matched with a stronger player, you don't have to think, oh God, I have no chance to win. That's a bad thing. You can think, well, it doesn't
The
matter
teaching
that I don't
game.
have a chance to win because, yeah, because it's a teaching game and I can get a review.
Yeah, I think I quite like how it is. Probably visually it could look a little bit better, but so far I think it looks okay. There's buttons, it's easy to submit games, it's easy to see your video reviews. Um, I think I would also like to add like a little pop-up window on the right that shows your game history and your review videos, so you don't have to scroll down to you. I
Right.
think that would
Well,
be
you know what
nice,
I
but
do?
mm.
You know what I do, but I'm different from most
Oh,
people.
spreadsheet.
What I put them on my spreadsheet. There was, let's see, if you scroll up on my spreadsheet, I think you'll see that there's a game that there's a link. Oh, it's right at the top. You see the Clossius and the right under
Dragon League,
review?
Clossius. Oh, you actually linked the name. Oh, that's nice. I
Yeah,
love how it just pops up right here.
right.
That's nice. Um, yeah, I need to make something a little bit more organized, but if I could design stuff, maybe my site wouldn't have so many problems. I am watching a lot more UI design videos, so slowly but surely everything will come together. But I think as far as like functionality goes, I think it works pretty well. And I think a lot of people are using it, so I'm pretty satisfied with it.
Right. That's good.
Okay, so you're 3-1, 1343, which I wrote down in our notes. Close that. Oh gosh, you're winning so many games.
So then,
What has Ben been saying about your league games?
we don't. First of all, Ben only reviews one game in the main league per month. And so I do take lessons with Ben. So I will bring games to him as well. And I guess we're more or less concentrating on a few things with my play. So it's not necessarily that we're reviewing games all the time, although we do sometimes. I think Ben probably feels that I'm stronger, certainly than my OGS.
What is your Benkyo rank? Is it ELO or Q levels?
It's well, we call it Q, but we have a ELO system that we derive the Q rating from. My rating in Benkyo League has been 8Q for quite a while, but we actually did a system, we did a league-wide rank up last week, and we gave everybody 100 points, other than our 4-Dan players who are the top. They're kind of like our ceiling. Just like we have a 15K floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like adjust Paige's rank manually a few times. I expect because if Paige goes like undefeated, it'll just grow infinitely, and I'm like, no, you're not 5,000 rank 5,000.
Let me tell you how we deal with that in Benkyo League.
Okay.
We've got 4 Dans, and once they hit a point where they would be 5 Dan in the ELO system, if they had earned it, they don't get it by default. They have to play 2 games with Ben and win one of them. And then they get to be 5 Dan. But then they don't get to accumulate ELO anymore at all. They're just a perpetual 5 Dan. Their opponents can win ELO from the games they play with them if they win. But the 5 Dans, of which there are none at this point yet, but we do have 2 4 Dans.
You know, it would be an interesting thing. This is probably more a stream video idea than a league thing, but in martial arts, I don't know what it's called or what it is or which martial art has it, but there's a thing where in order to get a certain rank, you have to defeat 100 black belts in a row, and it's like this super prestigious title thing, right? And so I wonder if that could be a thing where you have to fight, you have to play 100 like 1 to 5 Qs in a row, and if you win 100 in a row, then you're given a title. That would be like really cool. I
have a feeling that would probably be impossible.
I don't think it would. If you're like 5 Dan plus,
like if you could say, listen, anybody can win, anybody can lose a game somewhere because of something that happens, and it doesn't mean that they are not good. So if you go with a percentage, like say 100 games, you have to win 90%. I could go for that, and I would say that would be reasonable.
It's more like this is an achievement, not a skill test. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it seems to be an achievement impossible to reach. It has
I think it's possible. I think it is. I just don't know how to set it up, but I think it'd be possible. I could see Paige doing it, honestly. I wonder if I could do it. Probably not OGS 1Qs. But I think I could do Fox 1Qs to 3Qs. I think I could win 100 in a row. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool to do. But yeah, that's what you said. Like you have to be approved for it. And I started thinking of like, how would you test a 4 Dan to make sure that they're 5 Dan?
I think, well, first of all, you're 4 Dan, so that's not, we can't use you, right?
Not in Fox. I'm actually not 4 Dan. I'm 4 Dan. No, I'm not 4 Dan anywhere anymore. So
what about
Yep.
AGA.
AGA demoted to 3 Dan, and I won more than I lost in the last tournament, but my rank still went down. So.
Oh, okay. I
And
always think of you as a 4 Dan.
I think I could get my 4 Dan back if I competed, but every time I'm going to a tournament now, I'm going as a vendor because I need to make my living. Once the Mega Dragon gets a bit more stable and more lucrative, I think I'll start competing again, and then I'm going to try to get my 4 Dan back, and then aim for 5 Dan because I think I can get 5 Dan. I don't know if I can get 7 Dan, but I'm pretty confident I can get 5 Dan with actually trying.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you said your league. Going back to it, your league rank was what? 7Q.
I'm 7Q now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 7Q Banquet League.
Are these? These are handicap games. Okay. I was thinking you were beating 3Qs, but.
Oh, no. The 2 games I want you to look at with Sir Cody Jr. are a handicap. But the thing is, though, they're properly handicapped, except for the games that I play with weaker players who want an even game with me. Right. I will play them even.
Have you played anyone 5Q or stronger in an even game recently?
No, but I could do that, and I could make it a goal to collect a few games for you with stronger players so that we could look at them. That could be a goal.
Let's try to aim for. I want to see 3 even games against 5Q or 4Q. 3Q is probably going to be too much.
Okay, 3 even games against. And can you put that in the in our lesson notes?
Yeah, it's already there.
Okay, 5Q or 4Q. Okay, I can do that. And by the way,
I really think you would do well. I really think you'll be able to win some of them.
Maybe. I did play an even game with Ragnar a couple weeks ago, and before that, I think I mentioned to you that he and I were working on getting a proper handicap for me, and we decided on 8 stones. So I managed to squeak a win with 8 stones. And then he was tired one night and didn't really want to play handicap games. So we played an even one. And of course I lost.
How come he doesn't stream your lessons?
Wait, Ragnar, I said.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about Ben's handicap.
No, Ragnar. So if you go back to my sheet, if you scroll up, you'll probably see the game with Ragnar. It would have been a loss.
What's the username?
It's Abstract Viking. Yes, it's right there. It's
okay.
On the second portion. I lost it by 51.
I think I think Ragnar's too strong for what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Ragnar is too strong for that, but it might not be.
Is Ragnar only 3Q?
No, he was 3Q Benkyo League, 2Q. I think he might have been 2Q AGA, and he's been playing with.
I thought Ragnar was 2 or 1Q. I was like 3Q is lower than I expected.
He has been playing with really strong Don players and only taking a couple stones. I think.
He's not playing ranked. I want to see how he does. Why does no one want to play ranked anymore? That makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Everyone's so scared of it.
I don't want to play ranked.
You're playing league games, and those are basically like the leagues you're in are ranked in their own way, so I think it's fine.
Well, that's true.
What I'm saying is like, how come no one measures their progress? To me, that's like, how do you know that what you're doing is improving if you're not measuring anything, right? You have to have something to measure. But yeah, I think probably there's too much of a rank gap between you and Ragnar.
There is. There's no doubt about it. I think he's a 2 Dan.
Okay. We have let's see, you wanted to look at this one first. Correct? Oh, I'm already reviewing it. Okay, and we're shouting out Pedricos again. If you are here, let us know.
If he's here, yeah.
Okay. Okay, 4-stone game. I feel like you'd be very good with handicap. I think you would struggle playing against handicap more than anything.
I do struggle against playing against handicap. it's
I don't like
hard
what
for
white is
me.
doing at all. I hate this strategy. Sure. I don't think you need to do a 3, do you? No, there's no reason to. At least if you're gonna do a 3, get that first.
Okay.
I mean, obviously your opponent's gonna think about this because they have to trick you, right?
Right.
But I suppose you can just do that.
Yeah. It's obvious to me that the way he's playing, he feels the need to play differently
Mm-hmm.
than he plays ordinarily. But Ben has already said to me when he reviewed one of the games I played with Sir Little Cody Jr., that he feels that he'd be better off to play more normally against me
Yeah. High approach is
and
terrible.
wait for the mistakes.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. A lot of people try to go crazy because it's handicap, and I'm like, that's just gonna make it not work. This one I don't like because the shape here is a peeped tiger's mouth.
Yeah. My
So I would prefer
rationale,
this one.
my rationale behind it was to split his 2 stones.
Yeah, I
And
agree with that, but I think you should do it with a stronger shape.
yeah, okay.
Six.
Hmm.
Now, if they do it this way, you can't push it down. Those you have to push it this way, and this gets more complicated.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of asking for trouble by not fixing. Also, touch respond.
Right. But wait a
Uh,
second. Oh, go back. You say touch, respond. Okay. Well, okay. Got it.
I would go high. I know it's more it's inviting complications, but Clossius approach says go high when you have support.
True.
It's so passive, but it works on this game. Like with 4 stones, no reason not to be passive.
True.
Okay, this one doesn't make sense when you think about opening principles. Um, you played low here, which means you settled. You played low here, which means you settled. So why are you trying to develop? You've settled the left side twice now, yet you're trying to develop it.
Yeah, well, I want the side too. All I've got is the corner so far.
Well, that's when you develop. You develop the side. But if you settle the
Okay,
side
fine.
and then try to get the side and then settle the side and then try to get the side, it doesn't really have a good relationship.
Okay.
Honestly, I think here or here would be really big. You could also start attacking either by pincering the stone, which I think would be the most powerful, I think. Or you can invade right here, which also pokes those. But I think this is passive and also doesn't make sense with your other moves. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's all fine and dandy. You're applying basic principles. That one's not. You want to connect.
Okay.
There's no reason to give this this potential Atari. Not
That is
saying it
true.
is, but there's no reason to have it, right?
Right.
I like this. You're fixing that 3 space. Oh, and you invaded. You're usually not doing this. This is really good. I'm glad you're doing this.
Yeah, I
Um,
have been trying to do more invasions. And one of the reasons is that I often find myself with the opponent having a position that's become too big. So I want to get
mhm.
more comfortable with
Yeah, no,
invasion.
I think I'm very happy that you're invading because I know it's something you tended to avoid. The bottom is probably bigger simply because you're attacking 2 things instead of just 1 thing, but the fact that you're going in is already improvement. Hmm? No, you can't give it up. Well, can
I
you?
wasn't I wasn't sure what to do.
Okay. Do you know about this idea? Let me actually change. Let me
Uh,
change the order. Let me change the order. If you attach right here, do you know about this move?
um, uh, yeah, I kind of do.
Okay. Do you know about the fact that it's 2 ladders?
I kind of know that as well.
Okay.
And you
Uh,
know what? I struggle with it because I have never quite been able to remember how to do this.
Oh my gosh, I can read easier and I can draw a line on a pen. Dot, 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 dot. No, that does not work. Oh. No, it's stupid. Okay, so I was looking at something at the end, but it's stupid. Ah. Clicking these out are so difficult. So I saw this, I'm like, okay, that doesn't work. But then I saw this, I'm like, oh, wait, that threatens the thing. And now you can take the thing. But that's not, even if this dies, it's not worth all those kind
No,
of
it's not worth that.
But that's what I was like, oh, can I do a trick? No, because you're dead everywhere in the center. It's not good. Anyway, that's ladder number 1. And then ladder number 2, you usually have that one. Okay, so when you do that, you need 2 ladders, otherwise your opponent will punish. Which means you can extend, maybe?
Okay.
Okay, now for the trickiness stuff. Yeah, I believe it's something along these lines. This is why I said the bottom. Bottom's easier. But okay, so you gave it up, which I don't like recommending these strategies to my students because they tend to give up stuff too easily, but it's not like you can't do this.
Well, I felt as if I was going to be building thickness facing the center of the board. However, it got cut up later, I believe, if I remember that it's this game, because like there was a double Atari being threatened. And I think if we keep going on this.
So to clarify again, your idea is fine. You can trade territory for influence, and that's perfectly fine. I think it's good. The issue I typically have with it is my students like to give up things far too easily. And most of the time it's not good. So I'm always hesitant to say it's good because I don't want you sacrificing things so easily. Oh, wait, no. White can't do this. Oh, why can't white do this? Tell me why.
Oh, because I can Atari at E17. And is there a ladder on the 2 stones then?
You tell me.
Well, let me think. Okay. Yeah, there is. Yep, there is.
Missed the chance.
Is. Right. Yeah, I should have seen that.
Probably. Actually, no, I don't think saying you should is being
let's put it this way.
I see 2 Qs miss this.
I should have at least looked at E17.
Well, if you that's what you should do, but it's not like it's below your level or anything. Does that make sense? 2 Qs miss this. I've seen 2 Qs miss stuff like this. But if you're drilling ladders, so we'll add on 50 ladder problems. If you're drilling the basic shapes, like on some Mega Dragon, 50 ladders, then it's actually really easy to notice this very quickly because this is one of your Go problems that you've done 100 times. But yeah, definitely you got to notice it. If you don't look for it, then it's hard to see. If you don't just notice that there's weakness there, it's hard to see. Yeah, definitely missed the chance there. Your opponent didn't either, and they're 4Q. So, you'd be surprised how many people missed that. Shouldn't you fix?
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know how to fix this.
Well, I suppose I could just G15.
I don't think there's a better move, so yeah. It's a really ugly shape.
Yeah, just
connect your Hanes. Connect Hanes. It's so much better shape. Connect your Hane. That's not great.
Bad Tanuki. Yes, bad Tanuki.
Now I want to say here.
Okay, and then I give up the whole corner.
No, half the corner.
Half the corner. Okay.
Oh, but even no, I think I'm wrong. This is an impossible move. There's no answer. Everything's bad.
Right.
Oh, painful. Okay,
terrible.
There's one handicap stone. It's fine.
It was terrible. Of course,
I like this.
I did. I did go on to win the game.
Well, it's only one of your 4 handicap stones.
I know.
If that. So, because you're attacking on the bottom for it. This is good, but do you know about this weakness?
I do. I do know about that weakness.
Now, it's fine because you're just going to squeeze the 2 stones. And then you can go back and surround.
Oh, okay.
You don't. This stone is very flexible. You can do that. Oh, is this also fine? Yeah, because you can just push straight through. Okay, does this cut over here activate? Let's see. There. There's nothing here. Yeah, I don't think there's any Tsuji. Okay, I think you're okay. I don't think you need this. This is very important. You have even if the stone dies, let it die. Even if you let it die, you have to cut this. No, this is far too passive. You missed a huge chance. You got profit, so that's nice. But you definitely could have controlled this area a lot better if you would just cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you're playing Puppy Go. You need to cut things. Maybe just something in the center then. Maybe threaten the cut. But yeah, I think you got to get into the center. This is too passive. You can't just let your opponent do whatever they want. Connect your Hanes. Get in trouble when you do that. Okay, break in. This is okay, but did you check your cutting points?
Probably not sufficiently.
Well, as long as you tried. Do you remember?
No, I do not.
Okay. As long as you tried to check your cutting points, that's good enough. From there, it's just no problems. But this is a peeped tiger's mouth. So it's very important that you check your cutting points.
Yeah.
Why do you fear just throwing a stone in? You threw a stone in against the NAOL game, yeah?
Yes, well, actually, no. To some extent, you could say I did. Initially, I didn't throw a stone in. I did a reduction. It was.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's a reduction.
This is a reduction.
Yeah, that's true. That's a reduction too. It is on the door line. It's on the door line. Yes, yeah. I should have. Yeah, I should have thought of that.
So it's not that you don't think of it. It's just you didn't think of it in this game.
Yeah, I didn't think of it in this game.
Okay. Don't get scared. Just stay strong. You got scared. Here,
so should I have?
I think is the answer.
Okay.
When they go here, you definitely got to go here, though.
Right.
What does white do? This is a ladder.
Right.
There's no life. Yeah, white can't do anything. White overplayed right here. No, super chicken. White can't go in any further. Where's white going to go?
Oh, there is a monkey jump.
That's in-game.
That is true.
We are not in in-game yet. Also, what about here?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I think so. Because you cut white.
That's right.
Oops.
See, Oops. Here I am, failing to see my opponent's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
That is the main problem.
Well, We're adding on we'll also add on 100 cut. We're adding on go problems to help train your eyes to notice that, right? Because it's not like you don't know to do it. You're just not thinking about it. You're not noticing cutting points, right?
Well, it's more than noticing cutting points. It's like asking the first question, which is there a weak group?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I ought to be able to see that that's a weak group. And then I ought to think, well, how can I take advantage of it? And then I think, can I cut
Yeah,
it?
once you're in the mindset of is there a cutting point or is there weakness, I think you'll be fine. It's getting you to that mindset that we got to do.
Right.
And I think certain shapes drawing your attention to it will help since I can't yell at you in your head.
Right.
I think go problems is going to be the best thing that I can do for you, which is tell you to do more cut problems because that's
Right.
the weakness that you are currently missing. Cuts right here. I think cuts right here. It was something in here that was cuts. Definitely a cut up here.
Right.
Maybe there was no cuts right here. I might just be misremembering. But definitely you're missing your opponent's cuts. So it's not connections. It's not the connection problems. It's the cut problems. You need to attack the cutting points. Okay, so you reduced fine, which is good. Hey, there it is. Okay, cool. We're a little bit late, but cool.
Well, you see, I felt as if
Whoa.
I should have just jumped out the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the mentality here? What were you thinking about?
Um, I'm not sure at this point.
Chat asked, do
Um,
my students always do their homework? Do you always do the homework?
do I?
I know
I
you're
always,
most of it.
well, here's the thing. Sometimes if I forget about it, and then I remember it shortly before the lesson. Sometimes I do it right before the lesson. Um, and then sometimes I'm more mindful of what it is we talked about, and I try to think about it as I play. But I mean, doing some homework is better than doing no homework.
Yes. I would say a lot of my students forget about it or don't do it or do some of it but not all of it. Not many students actually do all of the homework. If they did, maybe the lesson would be more effective. Yeah, I think jump is
Yeah,
the basic move. If you want to use the Aji in
it
the
is.
area, you can use the peep and then knight's move.
Yeah,
This is sabaki
right,
or light and loose play. This
right.
is not sabaki. This is how you die. What are we doing over here? What is so interesting about this area?
Well, I guess I kind of knew that my I wasn't saving the K9 stone.
Mm,
I don't know why
mm.
I was interested in that area. I think I'm at the point of the game where I just don't know what to do next.
Okay, this doesn't make sense to me in the sense that you played the door move, you played on the line of influence to reduce,
Right.
but your immediate
Okay.
next move, you said, I
Well,
don't want to save it.
the reason I played there is because after he played M9, I looked up and I saw all the white stones, and I thought if I go to K11, I'm running into the white stones, so maybe I made a mistake. Maybe it should have been a shoulder hit instead, like if you go back 2 moves. Okay, maybe it should have been L8 instead, because then I might have had a better chance of connecting to something.
Um, you gotta follow up your move, I think. Even if it's a mistake. As long as you're not about to lose the game, I think you gotta follow it up.
Okay.
It's kind of
I
like
can
you're
under
in a moving vehicle, you've taken a bad turn. Do you just abandon the vehicle and go get a new vehicle and then go the right direction, or do you try to save the vehicle, get it back on track, and blah blah blah?
Yeah, I can understand that you want me to follow up my move,
Mhm.
but I also don't want to add stones to a mistake.
Right.
If I
That
think
would be driving the car off a cliff because you don't want to abandon the car.
exactly. So, I mean, I guess I kind of felt as if I was in the, oh, gee, I didn't realize I was approaching a cliff, and now I see that. So
So,
I'm
do
going
you
to,
remember what my rule of thumb is for? Well, I'll just say it because I don't know how to word the question properly. You don't abandon what you can't kill. Does that make sense?
you don't, oh,
If
in other
you
words,
can't kill it in your
okay,
head with your reading,
I don't, I don't abandon what my opponent can't kill.
well, I'm saying if you were your opponent,
Okay.
could you kill black here if black jumped?
Well, the answer to that is no, because I can't read that far ahead.
Okay, so
But,
neither can your opponent.
right.
They're as strong as you
Okay.
are. So this is where you get into risk reward factors, and it's a very delicate line because if you go too far, you die and lose the game. But if you don't go at all, you don't really improve.
Well, true. And it doesn't matter if you die and lose the game, 'cause it's only one game. And then at least you have the experience.
Right, exactly. And that improves your judgment, which is the hardest thing to improve and go. I think you don't want to add to a mistake, but a mistake can be punished. In other words, if you don't know how to punish it, neither does your opponent. And which means you're probably your fear mind is taking over, because if you can't punish it yourself, whatever you think that means, if you can't do it to yourself, you have to go down the route because then you can learn something, or you're wrong. Maybe your move is fine.
Right.
But you can't doubt your own plans. If you say,
Right.
I go here, I think it's a mistake. Okay. Is it? Yes or no? Don't think, don't question, don't guess. Just say, can you punish it? Don't worry about what the AI can do. Can you yourself punish it? Can you kill it? Whatever. And if you can't, then you got to go down the route and see what happens because you improve your judgment that way. Now, as you improve your judgment, you need to abandon things sooner if they are dead. But that comes with more go problems, more practice, and everything else. And then
Right.
if you have the foresight, you just don't play in the first place if you're going to die. But I really don't like this mentality of I played here and then I immediately changed my mind and gave it up. Doing nothing is better than that.
I think at that point I was trying to give it something to potentially meet up with.
Yeah,
But of
but trying to
course, there
trying
is
to
the
force
elephant
fix a
eye.
bad move just makes the bad move
Yeah.
worse.
Right.
So you either save it or you abandon it, and you have to commit. So if you abandon it,
Right.
I want to see end game. But I don't think you should
Right.
abandon it here. I think it's too
No.
difficult to say that it's going to die,
Okay.
and you don't
So
have
just
other
for
weak groups on the
fun,
board.
just for
Oh, you want to
fun,
fork it?
let's play that move. Yeah.
Okay. Um. So how do I? Whose turn is it going to be? Because I want to be black.
You want to be black.
Yes.
Okay, so it's white's turn now, right? Or not? Cancel it to see,
Oh, my
or
color.
move it
My
after
color is
white.
black. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I am gonna have to,
Okay. And I have to limit myself to like 5 Q shapes, right?
I guess. So I'm gonna have to find this challenge. Here it is. Okay. All right. So
Oh, you
you're
might find this
black.
interesting. Speaking of challenges, I just figured out the code and I have the API call to send a challenge from Sumego Dragon in a way that has an initial board position. What this means is it's another step towards an idea of a future feature where you will be able to challenge bots at different varying levels. You'll be able to challenge the monster bots at the different levels with a starting position. So it's an
Oh, that's
opening
good.
training. It's for opening training, basically. So I figured out how to do that this week, and I'm excited about it. Okay, so I'm going to
Excellent.
jump.
All right. So I suppose I would tap you.
Okay. So wait, you were worried about me running to the wall up top, right?
Yes.
So why are you pushing me away from it?
Oh. That's stupid. Okay, undo.
You were afraid of it going up, and you pushed me right, and I'm like, that's not what you were afraid of.
All right, here we go.
So as we approach 5Q, we do have our jump basics, but we want to see if we can get something to just make it a tiny bit better. So I'm going to look for any local Aji in the area. The very obvious one I think is seeable at 5Q is the Peep.
True.
I think that one's obvious enough. And then we're going to try to run away while staying connected.
Okay, so I think you're going to be living.
Did I do some Dawn magic that you think you can't do?
Well, I don't know if I think I might not have thought of G10.
This is where you level. This is like where you're trying to get to 5Q and beyond. Is you're trying to use Aji to defend yourself instead of just defending yourself. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to try to connect to my friends. Oh wait, there was an easier move. I played
okay,
that,
undo
I played
then.
Too fast. There's an easier move because you have a ladder breaker. You have a ladder breaker, so I can just connect directly.
You can connect directly.
Do you see if you push and cut?
If I push and cut, okay, let me think. Push. Okay, I push. You block. I cut. And okay.
Do you see the ladder?
I'm trying to. First of all, I'm not going to see the ladder.
Right. See in the way that you see it.
Okay. Push, block, cut. Okay. So, okay, I've pushed, you've blocked, I've cut. And then you're trying to capture my cutting stone in a ladder. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Then you Atari from above, I extend, you Atari from the right, I extend, and you capture.
Right. Yep. Do you see how H15 is a ladder breaker?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's a cute little stone right there. I didn't expect that to be there, and then it was. That's cool. That's a cute little move right there. That little stone right there is a ladder breaker to capture the cutting stones.
Right, and that stone was so useless before.
Yeah, it's great, ain't it? Okay, so basically black lived.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the game.
Back to the game.
So yeah, don't give it up so easily. These moves are just dame. They're not doing anything. Okay, so it looks like white started in game first.
I wanted that move.
It's a big move, yeah.
I wanted that move, and I know it's worth 15 points.
No, this one's not.
Well, it is for black, isn't it?
No. The value of the move doesn't depend on the color.
Well, I realize that, but I thought that move was supposed to be 15
It is
points.
if there's not a white stone right there.
Okay, fine.
Because you have the clamp.
Okay.
So with the white stone right there, it's not quite 15. And technically, I think it's 18, right?
I don't know.
But I think we said 15 to make it easier to count. But I believe the exact value is like 18. Quite difficult. Let's see. Here, peep, there, cut. I think you're fine technically, but understandable.
Hawk 135 just followed.
Okay. Yep. Okay, I agree with this.
That does help with endgame, right?
No, the endgame. Oh, no, the endgame is definitely here.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of a second line cut, right? There isn't one.
Right, true.
But the life and death, I understand, is difficult for this level, so this is fine for life and death. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. You're thinking about more benefit from the move, which is good.
Right. And it's obvious that I know from what you've taught me that I should be connecting directly to reduce the co-threats. So I wouldn't play that move unless I thought it did
that's
something.
good. I agree with your judgment here. This move.
I know.
Are you losing?
No, actually, do a score estimate right now.
Oh, this thing's so unreliable.
I know that. Okay, but well, I did win the game by I think 13.5 in the end, and I don't think a lot changed between now and then.
So many of those are wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you count and you're like, I'm winning, go here.
I should have, yes. And after I played
If
it,
you're
I
losing,
said to
go
myself,
here.
oh, I know. After I played it, I said to myself, this is a mistake. Because I guess white ought to play, what, S18 now? And
if white's losing, absolutely. I would never fix that if I'm losing. Right. I would count, especially it's 4 stones. I was like, okay, give me 2 moves in a row. My group's not going to die, right? I hope not. I would totally try to fight this.
Right.
Maybe not, because actually the follow-ups. Oh my gosh, there's no co-threats. I don't know. The follow-ups problem might kill the whole. No, your group's alive. Your group's alive. Yeah, I think it's still worth fighting the co. If white's going to lose the game. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about the timing of the cutting white, but I don't think you had one. Very nice. Good end game as per usual.
I made a mistake here, apparently, because I lost a couple of stones.
You haven't made the mistake yet.
But I do. At least I think I do. And if I didn't, then I gave up stones unnecessarily.
Take the liberty. It's much safer practice.
Right.
Technically white's dead, but okay.
I guess that was unnecessary because white
problems are making me weaker.
White needs 2 moves in a row, right? In order to even, white needs 2 moves in a row to make that live. So I shouldn't.
No.
No.
No, white. Yeah, sorry. Yes. I was thinking that like if you ignore and white plays, then you have to respond. But that's what you meant.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. I just
2 moves in a row.
I missed.
So that means I shouldn't have played that because I didn't need to play that.
Is black alive though?
Not yet. But if I have enough liberties and I can kill white, I don't need to be alive yet, right?
Yes. If you can read everything you just said, I agree with you. That's a lot to do. And overtime, but I know you're not in overtime in endgame. Why would you be in overtime in endgame? I was thinking that
not anywhere near being in overtime.
I know. I never think that you are, but that's what you're supposed to be in.
By the way, amazingly, I was down to about 3 minutes at the end of this game.
Oh, nice. Good. Go problems. Oh, nice. What is white doing? No. There's a much better move.
M1?
Yeah. It
Sure,
threatens the 4 stones first.
Yeah, that's right. It's threatening a snapback. Yeah.
Yep. And now we could apply your logic that you don't have to respond, but now you can do it if you really want to.
Right.
But technically, yeah, it would be should be I versus no I, and might be an I. Yeah, but it shouldn't be nowhere close. But okay, the point is, take the stone first. It's free. Oh, dang.
What's interesting?
Let me read out loud. There's nothing here.
Oh, there was something there later. There was, and we both missed it. That's the area that I was talking about. What's interesting is that I've got two eyes for sure, one at J1 and one at K2.
Yes.
And then I was actually worried about white playing G1, which is totally ridiculous, totally asinine. But I saw that white could play G1, and I knew that it would take away an eye. And I just failed to notice that I had two already. I mean, I did three.
What do you call ghost false eyes? Like what go problem would that be?
What do you mean by a ghost false
So
eye?
you think it's a false eye go problem, but it's not.
Oh, well, I think it's a false eye, but it doesn't matter if it's a false eye.
That's what I'm saying. So your brain is like, there's a false eye here. You know, false eye go problems exist. Therefore, your brain has a fear of false eye equals dead group, but it's not real.
But
so it's a ghost false eye problem.
The answer to that is count your freaking eyes.
There's that. Yeah, there's probably several answers, honestly. Okay, so let's see. We're moving on. This is slow.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't need to play B1, and that was stupid. I kind of knew it at the time. See, that's what I mean. That's the mistake, because I should have done something when white ended up putting a stone on the outside, and I had to give it up.
Oh, nice. Get rid of that puppy go and push points. What does this move do?
Well, it does get me an extra point in that area, doesn't it? It's not much. It's like 1 point.
Yeah. Probably not worth it. There's nothing here, yeah? I think there's something here.
Really?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 white. 1, 2, 3, 4 black. Okay, yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't see
elephant eye.
That's wonderful.
Okay, even then, do that first. Okay, there you go. You got to it. Oh, your opponent got so greedy. You missed a big chance. I think if you just think, can I do it? I think you could read this.
Yes. Right. Yep.
Oh, throw in first. Make sure there's no liberties.
Okay. See, what I was going, it's kind of stupid for me to even think that a 4Q would miss the significance of the M3 move.
Were you hoping that your opponent would ignore it?
Yes. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't notice.
Oh, no. We can't rely on those strategies anymore. We have to actually do things that work.
Okay, so I can use that against a 15Q, but not against a 4Q, huh?
Well, technically, you're not even supposed to have that thought cross your minds. What if my opponent doesn't see it? That's right.
Isn't that a goose to Suji kind of? Although,
well, yeah, but that's a goose to Suji, not a middle game squeeze tactic.
True.
If you can count to 3 consistently, you're 5 on. Yeah, you had this Aji sense, but you couldn't quite find it. Push the borders. Tiger's mouth. Oh.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, except I didn't see that. Now, this is where it happens, okay? See, he plays that. And one thing I want to know is, why didn't he play an 11 instead? But that's okay.
That makes it actually less valuable.
Yeah, well, so anyway, he plays that. And that means he didn't see N5. Okay. And I.
And then you played Puppy Go?
And then I answered him. No. And then
he probably had a mini panic attack.
oh,
I guarantee you.
I'm sure he did. And I just wish I had seen that, but I didn't. I didn't see it.
This should be Let's Go threats in theory.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's funny because I thought the reason I played the move I did was I thought
I could be wrong. Like I could very well just be wrong. Oh, you missed the move.
Yes. I did.
That's cute.
It is cute.
Oh,
Feudal,
you missed another move.
Oh, I didn't see. Wait a second.
You didn't check for goose to Sujis? You gotta check for the goose to Sujis.
I did look, but I didn't see anything. I looked at the G6 move, but I didn't realize that playing L4 would do anything.
This is why I tell you guys to play Chinese rules. Play out the dame. See what happens.
Right.
Oh, missing points because you don't play out dame. It doesn't happen every game. What do you mean?
Show me. Okay. Play. Then it's G. Yes, it's G6.
Right.
Yes, followed by
so it's a point.
5. Yeah, right. Because he has to answer.
1 point matters.
Right.
A goose to Suji is a mistake in the end game that shouldn't happen, but happens because your opponent made a mistake. Something along those lines. It's a little bit abstract, but it can either be because your opponent made a mistake or because Aji or weakness activated at the end of the game when you're feeling like Dame and stuff. So it's an end game weakness activated something that wasn't there before. And then either your opponent missed it or it just happened to activate. Sometimes it can be your opponent does it to themselves because they feel the dame that kills themselves. Yeah, because I invented it. It's a Clossius term. Right. It was taken from one of my games, and it was a mistranslation of a Google Translate. And I thought it was really funny, so me and my students students in chat started calling it the Goose to Suji.
And my opponent in my NAOL game knew the term
I know,
goose
it's great.
to Suji,
I've invented a
Go
used
term. And he used it.
Google Translate invented Go terms.
He has watched a number of your streams, so he picked up the term from you.
Okay. Last chance for Patricos. Are you here under a different username?
Well, why don't we do it anyway? Or would you rather do the Sir Cody Jr.?
Probably we'll do another one because this one's already half reviewed, right?
Yes, it is already half reviewed. Okay, so let's go back and find the other Sir Cody Jr. one, which has not yet been reviewed. It's that one. Not the Benkill Blitz. Not the Ben, because it's Benkill Blitz. That's a category, just like NAOL is purple and Dragon League is green.
Gotcha. Sorry, I see green and red. I think win-loss.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this one is here.
That one, yeah.
9.5. Close game. I wonder how you would do against Sir Cody, like against Cody in a even game.
Well, I'm sure he'd be willing to play me one.
My concern is your chicken moves. If you don't play chicken moves, I think you can do it.
Maybe.
Okay, this is fine. Why not the Joseki?
I don't know. What did I play?
No good reason. Yeah, this one is my 20Q Joseki.
Yes, I realize.
This one is my DDK Joseki.
Yeah,
And
I don't know why.
then this one is the 5Q plus Joseki.
The only thing I can imagine is that the random stone at Q10 confused me. That's the only thing I can imagine. I can't remember why I played there. That must have been it. It's a wonder I won this game.
Well, 4 stones are not very wondrous. Okay.
I don't always do well with handicap.
Why here? Why not approach?
I should have. Yeah.
I feel like you're throwing a lot of shapes out the window because it's 4 stones.
Maybe.
A lot of your shapes are a bit off the mark, more off the mark than usual. You're also playing with star points instead of 3/4 points.
Yes, that makes a difference.
I just realized you did it in the top right too.
What?
You did it in the top right too.
Yeah, I did.
Approach it or knightsmith. Just approach it. Just be aggressive. It's too passive. Gotta attack something with the star point. You have plenty of territory. You don't need more. You do not need more territory in this game. There we go. That's nice. That's what I like to see.
Right.
This hurts me so much. I hate that move. It killed my children. All my Aji children. Oh, don't ever do that. Perfect. Good. Yeah, perfect. Fine. Not sure what this move does, though.
Did I just keep going out?
Well... if we apply our 5Q basics, we're looking for Aji in the area. We're looking for weakness in this area to survive. Okay? Where do you see weakness for white?
Well, white has a cutting point at E15, but I can't really get close to it because of the stone at H15.
Okay, so what about here?
Okay, that's better. So it's the same kind of move, only with
You're
more
targeting
potential Aji.
this.
Yeah.
You're surrounding a weak group while running away. Otherwise, just run away.
Right.
This is not doing very much. This looks like you're playing a shoulder hit. No. Definitely do that. This is such a chance move. This cut doesn't matter if you're connected. Right?
True.
Also, you can squeeze.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a big chance move. Peeps are typically not sente when you're weak somewhere. No, I don't want to say that. Peeps are typically sente. But there's a lot of chance moves if you don't always answer the peep immediately. So I'm going to say answer the peep, but don't answer it before you've thought for 3 seconds. Answer the peep after 3 seconds.
Okay.
You have to take 3 seconds to think about if you have to or not.
I might have actually taken 3 seconds for that, but because
Is it in game?
No, it's not. No, it's not, and I'm not going to die.
Yeah, you're blocking the monkey jump. Why are you scared of the monkey jump of recently? At least in today's lesson, it seems like you're scared of the monkey jump.
I probably block on the second line more than I ought to. And I know.
When is it okay to play the second line before endgame?
When it's a matter of life and death.
When it's a matter of bases. Life and death is comes after surround.
Well, that's true, but if you don't have a base, it may become a matter of
life but that makes you a weak group, not a life and death problem.
Okay.
Life and death, it means it can die. Losing a base doesn't mean you'll die, it means you're weak.
Okay, so for a base, I can block.
For a base, you can block. For a base, you can steal. For a base, you can play second line. Or connection to Tsuji, which is connecting to a base, but whatever. So this is another chance move.
So I tanuki.
Well, you cut.
Oh, I cut.
You cut it from its access off from the base.
Uh-huh.
You can also think about surrounding, maybe. Point is, this is super small. Monkey jump is Gote. You don't know what to do. This move tells you don't know what to do.
That's right.
Well, you can play defense first. The Clossius approach it somehow. You could build up the bottom. No, just keep surrounding. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Just surround it. This isn't your territory, right?
Not yet.
Right. So right here is not territory. It's framework. What do we do with framework?
We invite our opponent in.
And surround them. We don't kick them out. We surround them. Okay. Floated group. Where do we want 5 points?
Where do we want 5 points? Probably to the right of that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sure. I was getting some. And then the follow-up would be here.
Right.
That's something. Okay, I forgive you for this.
Right. This is a dicey corner.
That's a lot of Hachi.
That's a very dicey corner.
Okay, that's an acceptable amount of fear. Okay. No, that one's not. It's just a monkey jump. There's an invasion.
True.
Someone said F6. Yeah, it's possible. I think I want that to try to get a triple attack. That is my idea. My first instinct, anyway. Yeah, try to get some sort of triple attack going. Anyway, doesn't matter as long as you get profit. Boop. Dude. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. What on earth? Come on. Get Cody on some Mega Dragon. Okay, I understand using Aji, but I don't understand this E1 move. That is like next level optimism.
You know, he might have thought
it's not Fisher time,
wouldn't.
Right?
No.
Yeah, it's not Fisher time. Even then, it would be bad, but maybe they could have a misunderstanding.
He might have thought that I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but I meant like, how do you mess it up?
Well,
Self-Atari?
I can't. Yeah, exactly.
He's looking at this. Okay. Okay, I understand what he's looking at. He's wrong, but I understand how he made the misunderstanding. I don't know. There's just kill it. That's the answer. I'm trying to find a way to do another answer. Is that it's just the answer, right? It's just dead.
That's what I did.
Yeah. This is why I get worse it goes, because I'm so busy. Is there a second answer that maybe the student misunderstood? No, it's just the answer. Just play the answer. That's all it is. But yeah, your opponent misread. At least I understand how they misread. That's not right. You cut.
Okay, that's better.
Cut the groups. Cut the groups. That is a weak group.
Yeah, it is.
This is why you fix stuff in the Clossius approach. You don't have to come back to it. You're in the middle of a cut battle. That is a crane's nest.
Right.
Not quite, I guess. That's so unfortunate. There's really no way to kill it. That's so stupid. It's a crane's nest. It's supposed to die. Whatever. They do that and they squeeze you. They squeeze you and you squeeze them and they're weak. Why you run to the center? You keep running to the center.
Well,
I feel like I taught you the jump, jump, jump to get you to single-digit Q, and now you've just never stopped doing it. At single-digit Q, we have to learn to use Aji now.
Well, first of all, I need to live. Secondly, if I jump down, it is a bit of a reduction because, I mean, it's not a door line move or anything, but a door line move wouldn't help my weak group.
There's nothing to reduce. There's nothing here.
Well,
it's open.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, because there's no stone at E8.
Wow. You want to talk about a trick move.
Okay, let's see how I handle it.
You chickened out. Chicken. Here. This should be right? There.
Pretty difficult.
There.
That's pretty difficult. I don't
What if we make it easier? What if we just go here? 1, 2, 3. Monkey jump connection.
Okay. But
okay, fine. You connect. What about here?
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, this one you can read.
That's better.
So this one's forgivable because it's complicated sequence. This one is a chicken move.
Okay.
This is absolutely better. Also much more natural shape. Considering how many 9-space I problems I screw up, I agree with you.
Yes, because there's no guarantee.
I hate the 9-space I can't freaking understand it.
There's no guarantee I'm going to get the eye on the outside. No guarantee.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, yeah.
Fine. I hate that I understand, but I do. Technically, this is definitely not the move. There's no way you have to do it. But the amount of times I just misread the 9-space I. Hey, look, you cut something.
I did.
Yay!
And I got it too.
Okay, making life. It's fine. Run away first.
Yeah, now you want me to run.
Well, yeah, now there's no more Aji. We're out of Aji to use. Once you're out of Aji, you just gotta jump. That's the way it goes. You might be able to double Hane and squeeze. But you can't make 2 eyes here if white's just taking the eyes. You gotta do something. No, gotta stay connected. That's a lot of points. Okay. And this is what I mean about not letting my students sacrifice things. I don't like it when my students sacrifices because they always give up too much in their games. Okay. Did you count?
I don't remember. This one was a little
If you counted and you know that you're up by a good bit, I would play the safest endgame you can. I would just play super safe. What? Nice. You cut your opponent again. Look at that. 2 cuts. Okay. That one's not Sentai. This is Dame.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I call a bait move. This is what I use to beat children. Okay, we do that, and then that, and then that, and then that, right? And then they fix, and that activates stuff over here.
Okay.
Potentially. It doesn't look like it, actually. But a lot of the times it will. So if I'm reading the in-game in my head and I notice that, I'll set up a bait move. This is how I beat kids in handicap, is I'll do stuff like this. Something like that. Might not even need to do all that. Maybe just start here. Yeah, I'll set up something like that, and that's how I like beat them in in-game. Because those kids are scary, man. If you don't do something to trick them. I'm not sure how much I agree with the in-game, but not losing anything, so maybe it's fine. I think the in-game... There, we're starting to get somewhere. This one's Gote, though. Yeah, well, I'm not 100% on the in-game, but we'll see. There's a goose to Tsuji. Your opponent just goosed. Your opponent just goosed.
J3?
No, you keep J3ing before squeezing. Squeeze it first. We're adding squeeze problems. We're adding squeeze problems.
H2.
50 squeeze. Because I think a squeeze is a blind spot for you.
Yeah. Okay, so H2.
Mm-hmm.
And then J3. All right. So what did I gain by that? I mean, I squeezed him, but did I gain something? Hello, are you still there?
Yeah. I thought you were thinking. I thought you were thinking out loud.
No, I just want to know. Did I gain something? Would I gain something by that?
Yeah. Check the cutting points.
The cutting points. Oh. Well, I can see that there's a cutting point at G5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, wait. So, okay, I think I see something better. F6. No, that doesn't work because I was thinking to Atari at E7, but then he just connects, so that doesn't work. So I guess it has to start at G4.
Okay.
I don't mean
G5.
5, rather. Yeah,
okay.
G5.
You're almost there.
Okay, G5. Okay, G5, and he answers at F6. And then I Atari at H5. And if he extends, I take them all.
Yep. Because you squeeze the liberties out of this group thanks to his K1 move.
Okay, play it out. I want to see it.
Okay. There.
Right. It's beautiful.
All because of the goose. The goose strikes again.
That would be very hard for me to say.
Well, I want you to just notice this. Once you notice this, then you can start looking.
Okay, so now my question then is, if I do that squeeze up to that point, I haven't lost anything, have I?
No.
It's like even, right? At that point.
No, you've actually gained a point.
Okay.
No, you haven't. It hasn't changed.
Because I lose
a
stone.
They get a point. If you sack the stone, they get a point. So yeah, nothing's changed.
Right. So I can at least do it.
Yeah. That's why it's a good squeeze. It's free. But it's the same squeeze you missed in the last game, too.
Assuming there's nothing better on the board to do that actually gets me something. But you want me to do it anyway, just to get the experience.
Well, I want you to do it because you can't. It's hard for you to read the goose and the cuts at the same time. So do it so you can just focus on reading the cuts. It takes away half the reading.
Right, it does. And I haven't lost anything.
And you haven't lost anything, exactly.
Right.
Okay. So I was actually reading something else while you were reading that.
So chances are, by the time we finish this, we might have time to go to the NAOL game and just add a little bit after what you had done for NAOL. Just like zoom to how far we had gotten approximately. Because we've got about 18 minutes left.
Okay. Trying to get the order right. There. That's fun. This is a nice. This 5 move is a nice bait move. It's a beautiful bait move. Anyway, ignore me. I'm just having fun with the Aji. Nice. Oh.
Now it's gone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is still a good point for endgame.
Mm-hmm. Sure, because he's got to answer it.
Actually, it's better to go here. And then here.
Okay. All right.
It's double Atari.
Oh, yeah. Because then he has to answer there.
So you actually get a point in Sente. There's really no reason not to do it. It's a pretty nice move.
Right.
That's Dame. That's literally Dame. It's literally
okay. What else? Okay, so then N15.
N15
or N16.
Yep. Or N12.
N16 or N12. Yep, got
N15, N12, N17, T2.
T1.
T2 is better.
Oh, T2. Okay, so then if they T3, I just
now
go
they
back.
have to fight for the point instead of you just
That's
getting
right.
it. Because if you go right here, they get 1 point. But if it's like this, they have to fight for that point.
Got it.
So is it a half point better? In theory. Fill in the Dame. I like it. Did you check for the goose?
Probably not sufficiently.
Yeah, I'm looking at this cut, this cut, this cut. Do I see a goose? I do not see a goose.
Okay, that's pretty cool to do the cuts because you know you're not losing anything because they have to answer them, and then to look for further geese.
Ideally, you'll do it in your head because a lot of the times it only works if you feel a specific Dame point and you want to catch them off guard. So
but you still haven't lost.
Yeah,
anything.
but you put them on their guard for it, and a lot of the times
that's true.
You want to catch them off guard.
So you want to find the right one.
Yeah, and fill the Dame, and then if they still pass, then you can do it. Because once the Dame's filled, then nothing's going to change it. But you want them to like fill the Dame that kills himself, because you want them to not notice. That's what makes it so likely to happen, is because they're just trying to pass and end the game, and you're just like, no, I have one more chance to get something. The goose is always that last chance.
I love AGA rules.
Yeah, AGA and Chinese rules.
Right.
I think like I don't see. I guess like I get why Japanese rules is a thing and why it exists, but it's still kind of funny that everyone plays Japanese rules, and I'm like, it's a Chinese game, right? We should probably be using the Chinese rules. And the AGA rules is like, hey guys, it's still the Chinese rules. We're just making it easier to count.
Exactly. That's what's so cool about the AGA
Yeah,
rules.
the AGA rules are my favorite.
Right.
Japanese rules make it easier to count, but it's wrong sometimes. Arguably, it's wrong sometimes. Okay, so you wanted to look at the NAOL game.
Yes, the NAOL game. And if you can navigate to about where you were
It was
when
right
we
here.
stopped. Okay, good.
Because that's where the review left off.
That's where it opens up, right? And so I'll make sure that my opponent gets an opportunity to see this.
Okay. I'm reviewing for white now, specifically.
Yes, I am white. You can make some comments
Hold
for
on.
black.
So you read that if black plays here, you play here?
Yeah, that'll work.
Well, is that what you read? Because you ignored black peeping your eye.
Actually, the thing is, I actually thought I was okay. And then later on, I did finish it up, the life, with a move at M11.
I also think you were okay. But the question is, can you read it? Because usually this is not like your forte of being confident that you're alive. But if you can read it, I agree with you. As long as you can read it. Okay. No! Of course you go for this eye.
Well, yes, of course I should have.
Oh, this is such a chicken move.
But wait a second. It is a chicken move, but it's actually, I just didn't think of the other move, you know? If I'd thought of the other move, I would have made it, but I didn't see it. So I made a move that I knew was going to give me life. Now, the good part that's coming up is...
You're messing up 3-space eyes, which is interesting. Because 2 games ago, you were also afraid of a false eye in a 3-space eye group.
Yeah. Now, you see this group ends up having 3 clear eyes. But there's only 3 points on this group. Wait until you see how many stones are made with this group. And then it actually connects to the right side. So it became quite large. And I came down from the L8 stone, and I actually ate up quite a bit of territory there.
Nice. Good to Nikki.
Now, I only won this game by 2.5.
Crazy. This was handicap, right? This is a very nice move by black.
Yeah, this is an even game, and I did not realize the potential danger of the move at B8. I did not even see...
Yeah, that was a good catch by black.
Yeah, very good. I did not see the move at B8, and I managed to live, and I actually should have died because there came a point in this game where white had a killing move that they missed, and I managed to live.
So typically what you'll do is you'll block and cut it off. They go here, you go here, they go here, you go here. Typically that's what'll happen. Something along those lines. The problem is, in this particular game, when this happens, you see this number 3 stone, you need to fix it. And to the point that I think they just do that. But you can do that, and they do that, and you're dead. No, you're not. Ha ha ha, life and death.
Okay. There. I lived.
Okay, as long as you don't die. Yeah, definitely tricky. What is it? Okay, you're playing in-game?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably take is better.
Yeah. Actually, I was surprised when I Atari'd it. I expected him to add an extra stone, like Insung teaches us how to do.
Well,
so
and remember, that's for middle game. End game is different.
Oh,
arguably, you should do that for end game.
Right. Okay.
End game is all counting. You throw the middle game stuff out the window in end game. Like empty triangles are fine. Things that weren't killable become killable because of Gusta Sujis. Like end game has its own rules. So when Ensong says descend, we're getting the squeeze moves, right? We're sacrificing a stone to get squeeze moves. But in end game, we're not after squeeze moves, we're after points. The end game's the first time we actually care about the points.
Right.
We're not checking the cutting points.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not even considering them. Yeah, I gotta get you cutting your opponent. If you can cut your opponent, your middle game will level up so much. I can just get you to check their cutting points. Oh,
okay. Here's an idea.
There's got to be something in here.
Here's an idea for us for a lesson. I play a game with somebody, and you just yell "cutting point" whenever there is one, and then I have to look at it and think about it. What do you think of that?
Just another shadow go where I just yell "cutting point."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. I think you'll murder somebody if we do that. Because if you know where the cutting points, or if you can notice the cutting points, then half the job is done.
I know.
I can't see anything. Those are the closest I can get. I got nothing. I got nothing. AI. There's something there. Nope, just a bunch of squeezes. Oh, he needs to get lessons from me so I can yell at him for this.
I know.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are we? What is over here? Is there like a secret Pokemon or something over there? What the heck? Why are we over there?
It's stupid. There's no reason
like
for us to be over there. It's like a
15-point difference. What is? How big of a mistake is this?
Yeah, I should have added a stone up
12
there. Yeah,
points.
right there.
12 points difference.
Yeah, and 15.
Oh, wow. Crazy. What are we doing? Are we under time pressure?
No, he had more than 20 minutes on his clock at the point at which I told him he needed to fill Dame. So he was under no pressure whatsoever.
This is why you need to show up to the lesson so I can ask you questions and then you could be here and answer them. I have no idea what Block's doing. This one at least takes a point, so that one's understandable.
Right.
But everything before that is just Dame. Negative points, actually. This is negative 1 point. Or negative half a point, maybe. I don't know. Math is hard. There we go.
Yep.
Good end game. Good, good, good. Still more here.
Right.
Black's doing a lot of playing without thinking. Like, we're not even reading. This is like, oh, might be a wedge. Click. Like, there's zero reading. I think it's one move reading. Nice. Nice. I like it. Tiger's Mouth's a little bit better because you're pushing in.
Okay.
Good, end game. That one's not necessary. Doesn't activate
No, it
the
is
pet
not. You're right.
here.
Right, much better.
Here. Yeah, I think these are one of the moves that are bad in middle game, but good in the end game.
Right.
Because you're not cuttable.
No.
That's
Now,
not
now
Sente.
notice. No, it
Yeah,
is not.
wait.
It gets a point, doesn't it?
Not yet, but it will.
Right. And this is what I was referring to about my three-eyed group connecting to the right.
That would be really funny if you self Ataris. When you're just
I was
playing
hoping.
when you play too fast.
I was hoping. Seriously, I was.
You gotta stop hoping for it, though. I think it would be funny, but you shouldn't hope for it. You want to hope that, like, you just skill-wise win. Yeah, you're missing the bigger pushes.
Yeah.
Dame. Okay.
Oh, he passed once, and then he read the article from
And this is Chinese rules?
Sensei's library. It's Chinese. No, it's AGA rules. This is AGA rules, and
Okay,
I told him
same
he
thing.
had to
The
fill the dame.
AGA rules literally are coded as Chinese rules.
Oh, I know that. And quite frankly, I believe there might be a little bit of a flaw in that since it's coded as Chinese rules, white doesn't have to pass last.
No, white doesn't, but it becomes mathematically the same result because of the Komi.
Okay.
So if you just count Chinese rules, area plus stones, right? But if you
Yeah.
count Japanese rules, it's area plus captures.
Right.
However, with the Komi will make it slightly different because if you have 7.5 Komi, then that will be 1 point off from Chinese rules if white doesn't pass last. So in order to fix the 7.5 Komi 1 point bug, we have white pass last. So that way, if someone gets a stone more, then in Chinese rules they would get the extra point.
Right. So then white.
If you don't get the extra point, then white has to give that point back.
Right.
Something like that. Something along those lines.
Yeah. They both need the same number of moves.
So white doesn't have to pass last in OGS.
Okay.
I think it would be nice if they made white pass last, though. Like, I get why, because code-wise, it's the exact same mathematical value. But for the people's experience, I think it would be good to teach them to what pass last is white.
That's right. I believe so, too.
But I actually asked him, I was like, why is this not that? And he's like, oh, same math. Okay, so your homework is 3 even games against 5Q or 4Q. And then lots of go problems. We got 50 ladder, 100 cut, 50 squeeze, 53 space high.
Okay.
Questions?
No questions. Thank you. Nice lesson. And I will make sure that my opponent gets a chance to see the final part of the NAOL review.
All right, cool. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.
I did. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Upload. Okay. Okay, there is that. For those interested, I do offer lessons. You can find more information here. And you can also subscribe down below at $2.99 a month. So if you can't afford lessons, you can still get access to the lesson VODs for $3 a month. So hopefully I have a price. I try to get a price here for everyone so I can reach everyone in some level. And then shout out to Samego Dragon, which is my handy dandy Go Problem website, my love-hate child that constantly bugs me. But it is the child that I have, which is a site for Go problems. And the most recent thing that I have done, I have added more to the single digit queue section. So now we have 4Q to 1Q. Oh, dadgum, this stupid opening. The cute little cat. Oh man, I want to skip button on this opening. A little more complicated than it should be, so I just got to rethink how I'm doing it. Anyway, I do have 5 cards for the 4Q to 9Q section. It will go up to 15 and probably more, but that is my recent stuff this week. I also cleaned up the 9Q to 5Q section. Also cleaned up the 9Q to 5Q section, so there's less problems in that because I put too many in this one, so that is cleaned up as well. Also, I released this morning on the Play Online. I made this a little bit more accessible for those who are interested in playing on OGS. This hooks up to your OGS account to just be a one-button click to play. So you pick the time setting you want, and it'll create the game for someone to accept, and then you can scroll down and accept if you want, or you can just wait. And when you get a game, it'll pop up, and when you click play the game or start the game, it'll open up the game on a new tab for your convenience. So this is just a pairing front for OGS. You still need an OGS account. You'll have to log into your OGS account, and I made this just a little bit more friendlier to log into, but it is a basically a front for your OGS account to make matchmaking a little bit easier to understand and do. Yeah, it is also free to use. For those who also already have an account, if your OGS is linked, then you can actually go here and see what your progress is. And then I added a little AI icon, so you can actually upload it to AI Sensei. Oh, wait, that's because of the, yeah. Has to be 19 by 19, I believe. Yeah, I can't do 5 by 5. AI Sensei doesn't like 5 by 5 boards. Anyway, there's that. And I had to see my wonderful numbers of my rank dropping. This is how I know I've been getting weaker. Look at this graph. This is the graph that I've had. Oh, hey, why is that going up? Okay, so right now I'm at 2049. Doesn't seem right. I thought I was going down. Yeah, there we go. I was at 2100. I was at 2100. Now I am at 2001. I have lost 100 ranking points. 100 ranking points. Oh, because it's going backwards. That's why. That's a bug. It's counting from right to left instead of left to right. Oops. I don't know. Regardless, I'm 100 points weaker than I was, which is unfortunate. Coding Mega Dragon has made me weaker. No, this is right. This is right because it's going down. This is right. It's not backwards. 1990. Youch. I do too. I love my little buggy child. I believe you can use code Twitch or YouTube and you'll get 20% off your first month. Puzzle Rush is free. The first stage of the campaign, if you're a beginner, is also free. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I have another lesson in a little bit, but I think I want to do that off stream because I want a little bit of a break before the lesson. But hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Bats is live, so we're going to go ahead and raid him. If you guys haven't checked out Mega Dragon, be sure to check it out. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.